massive gap in that, so they've messed that up. And here's the danger: one Molotov, one flashbang. There's no utility for Na'Vi to actually do any kind of a set piece into the bomb site, so they have to rely on the fact that they probably thinned out the defense by forcing 1 or 2 players to rotate downstairs, and you have to exploit that somehow. And it's got to be brute force with just a straight up fight.
If you're going to have that kind of a battle, at least be in this position when you're a man up. That might help a little bit. The creep.
Oh my lord.
That's a fire peak from Electronic, isn't it? I don't even know if you're Apex and you're blinking in that moment, you're dead when your eyes open half a second later.
That's unreal. And everyone always talks about how dangerous those scoped weapons are on the CT side for holding angles. Well, Electronic just gets a shot up before he can even react. That is astounding. And the lower bomb side is open for the taking. I don't even know if Vitality can't go for this. They're actually all upstairs. None of them have rotated down here. They're just going to have to save these weapons. I mentioned minimizing mistakes. Well, that's just great play from Na'Vi. Simple's going to put more on the exit. Shox goes down. ZywOo and RPK desperately need these weapons, and heading to T-spawn, they should be safe. But what a round strategically from Na'Vi.
That was so well done. The flashbang there to pick up Alex, but
dirty, isn't it?
There was something very forceful behind it there. Like that was like all of your comeback dreams were done. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, the headshot was that Apex doesn't even believe they can back in this game anymore.
Giving up on that.
How do we beat this?
Oh man, a thing of beauty. 14-6 though, and right now, at least they have some money built up. At least they managed to save a couple of things here, Vitality, but it's very, very hard to see this happen. 3 rounds off with this team, so that's good. Really want to get that has time. Maybe the pressure sets in on Na'Vi.
Tough part is if you go back to that 3rd round where Na'Vi actually got those 3 kills with Deagles, that damage done to the economy is so brutal. Yeah, they still have some weapons and they passed them over. They're going to have all rifles and an AWP, but kits are missing, head armor's missing, Alex only has the 1 smoke, Shox has no flashbangs, and they all have no money. They're all out of cash, so if they lose this round, the map essentially feels over.
Which getting knifed in the beginning of the round.
It's been too easy so far. Oh, blind again. Another stellar flashbang, a good trade from Guardian. Apex up top, though. How much more can he do? Absolutely nothing. Simple and Electronic with 2. Shox is going to sneak out up top. He's found a good timing. And into the bomb site, he's wrapping even wider. Simple goes for the peek. He wins that battle as well. Up vents, though. It's a sneak from ZywOo, but he can't find the kill. He's just a half second away.
He needed it. They need it right now. So 1 versus 2, and up on the high ground, Electronic is going to be in. I don't think. How can ZywOo even think of that? He's got the kit. He's got a Molotov. He's throwing in the wrong direction and getting shot in the back, and that's 15 rounds for Na'Vi. That late flank, the late lurk to go high ground. I don't think you ever read that if you're on the Vitality side there.
But that's how dominant a strategy it was from Na'Vi. They actually had the time to just send Electronic on that longer path to wrap all the way around and get such a strong position. Another beautiful round from Na'Vi.
This is so dominant and so controlling. I mean, I think most people probably were on Na'Vi's side with this one, but it was hard to know exactly how much. But the display that we're seeing here in Sweden is absolutely out of control. Good idea for Alex, and looked like that could have easily capitalized. It will be a kill on ZywOo instead, but it's 4 versus 3, and they're not having any say in this game. 6 rounds, that might be all they get. Nice tap there from ZywOo, but Simple waiting for it. He knows they're 2-on-3, and there's no reason to try and throw this away. I think he also has the bomb, so if he goes down, there's really no point. There's Apex done instead, and now... yeah, I mean, I don't know where you go. There is no safety anywhere here. ZywOo in a 1 versus 3. The fire is finally going to be gone, but they're all waiting for him, surely. They know where he was, so nothing is going to be surprised at this point. And he's being flanked as well once again from the high ground, I think. ZywOo goes down to boom. It's 16-6 as Na'Vi will take down Vitality in the first match of the semifinals. An absolutely stunning victory for them early on here. That is so well done.
Yeah, that's crazily well done. How powerful they are. Flamey, Simple, and Boomich, 21 kills on Flamey. Simple and Boomich with 19 each. Like, that was not the Simple versus Naiwu battle that we wanted, that we were looking for. But God, was it spectacular in a different fashion.
I feel like we only got warmed up into the game. It was like us.
It's over so quick.
Yeah, it's like, all right, let's get. Oh wait, they're already winning.
Well, Navi's never really been able to have nuke in their map pool as well. And so I mean, you want to talk about another danger? Not only Guardian coming into the roster, but
Boomich.
That hit Boomich as well. Scary prospect for Navi. What's up with the death? We got you guys over there to break this one down.
Yeah, there's a lot to break down over here. If I want to be completely honest. Not the part of it, nothing in between. Is this live? Is this live? This feels like it's live. Now, I think is what just happened. And just pummeled the other side.
Well, now Navi are good on you. They were to ban Cage, now we know that they ban Vertigo. But they were, it wasn't that they were just, you know, they were actually flexible players on the team. Everything was working fantastic. They were hitting the ball, so, you know, that.
Just to clarify this.
Yeah, I just checked. This is, no, just so everybody can understand here. For this team to have add the Guardian, go, Blade, squad, I got hyped about it from day one. I think I would have seen this for the whole period of time.
Christine, we got and really, Navi is showing basically that because their team
especially on that defensive side. It is really not difficult, but it takes a lot of reps to get your crossfires down, to get your velocities down, to understand the variations. This map is a global map on that down to the city. So there's a lot of movement required to defend properly and not be looked spectacular.
Let's kind of just take a look at this though from this perspective as well. This looks like tactics. And on the team side, we're talking around. That's great.
So here's the concept version, maybe now they played a lot of get multiple. We're talking like 4 players. They were able to go yard. They were able to do that. They were able to get the bomb. Feel the same for Vitality. I think you struggle with the game more. And now every day they had a full day. They knew that this map was coming.
Should have been a lot more to show there. We're going to go ahead and put some of the team right now. Round. What do you got?
Yeah, so this is round is in this round in particular, we're going to see Vitality throw these point of view here. And Electronic, it's a really clever thing I want you to notice is Electronic, he dances through the smoke and gets back towards that inner, basically just trying to back and forth to help out. Now pay attention to Flamey's movement and Guardian's movement. Everyone starts shifting to out. And the beautiful thing is people on this rifle just dancing around this silo, drawing out aggro and forcing Vitality to have to go all the way around the silo if they want to clear the site. But because Simple moves around, dances around the silo, survives for long enough, and allows Guardian and Flamey and all of his teammates to come assist, he's the last man standing, and he cleans up the round and wins it for Navi.
Yeah, and simply put, I mean, that's exactly what happened in the upper site. Simple, getting it done. We're going to run it up there so that you can see exactly how he was doing some of those dance moves, how he got his jig on in the upper site. But I mean, just looking at it overall, Simple obviously regardless of where you put him. But when you're set up for success, your teammates are the wrong way.
Yeah, and look, before we go into that map, a map that we know that they play fantastic on their season as well, they have the dynamics to play off. Just remember the core of this team, like trying to play together and the team. Boomich teams like a squad, and they're there to guide everything. really pretty. Some of the things I want to point out with Overpass we saw on their T-side that was starting, they had a buddy simple clearing out the flaming something off that B side to make sure nobody gets through, and then they make that long and clear out that area. So if you pick up those two, they're very close because Boomich, he doesn't mind giving his life up to allow somebody to get it. He does the straight for an off. You want someone to run out so you can get the kill. Simple electronics against each other, I think it's a scary Counter-Strike.
You know, I'm just going to put it out there right now. Thank you very much. Now I want you to tell me about Navi on Overpass. We're going into their map pick. Chad touching a little bit. Now I want to get your insight.
Yeah, as Chad mentioned, it is that Simple and Guardian show towards that A site. We saw Navi bring it on Overpass earlier in this tournament, and it was really their synergy towards that A site that was quite impressive. Guardian looked like the confident Guardian that we saw a year ago, and he's back. And Simple is very confident because he's got Guardian holding his back, and it allows Simple to kind of move up freely, hold that short A, hold that bathroom, and understand that Guardian has his back, and that gives him a lot more freedom, and it makes him a lot more deadly in that server.
It does make him a lot more deadly, and there's a lot more Counter-Strike to come up here, or not. It just depends on what Navi shows up after the break, which is what we're going to be going to right now. Before we jump into the second map of this series, Not Has Been Seared, taking down that of Vitality on their map, Pick a Nuke. Now we are set up for what is Overpass, the second and very well could be the final map of this semifinal. Be with us when we come back.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG Bet.
At the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Map number 2 here, the second semi-final to decide who's going to be facing Fnatic in the grand finals here at the Corsair DreamHack Masters in Malmö. We're now going to go on to Overpass, and Na'Vi look like a team that's going to make it to the grand final at the moment. It will have to have a vitality problem and some...
Yeah, and the tough part is, from that first map, I can't recall anything positive that I would take away. How was vitality? Like, there wasn't like a single thing. It's not like this player was at least performing well despite everyone else struggling. C2, T-side that didn't get anything done. They look outmatched strategically. This is always going to be a fun game. Remember, that's Nuka's vitality's pick. That's the map they wanted to play, and they got beat so badly.
The odds certainly don't reflect a very positive situation at all. They even could have had a knife kill at least. They didn't even...
Yeah, Alex could have at least done that. Why? Why not just go for the knife? Some kind of psychological warfare. You're failing in every other department. You might as well get the one knife of the map.
We would have certainly highlighted that as the thing that at least they did.
That would have been a positive.
But not even. Overpass is going to be a very different kind of map to be playing. I feel like I can see how maybe this vitality is going to have more of a chance to make up for bad things happening on a map like this. Whereas on Nuke, you can get a little bit overrun if you don't understand the rotations and you can get a little bit lost. It could definitely be better here. Countdown has already begun, and we're going to get into the game. Vitality going to be starting on the CT side, and Na'Vi on the T side. DreamHack, are you with me? Well, let's get this game underway. Na'Vi, a single map formation way to the grand final with this new lineup, and it has been looking fantastic so far. And the new Fnatic lineup is also looking really strong. I mean, no matter what, we're going to get some kind of a new lineup into the finals, and it's going to be exciting to see exactly how it will play out.
Well, here's a good start for the Vitality defense. Alex obviously not having a good time, but look at the push towards Playground. Look at the push towards Party on the other side of the map, on the mini-map, and that's a good win for RPK. He burned. Alex had to get aggressive to get out of the fire. They can have a fast flank coming up, and this defense is holding on so well, and they don't even need the flank. A stellar hold of Vitality. A pistol round.
Well done. That's what they need. I mean, that's 16-6 loss on the first map. If you can start off with a pistol round here, and especially if you can survive the next coming round, then now we are going to be pretty aggressively investing into it. Then you could begin something. You can start to put it behind you, and you can start to make something work in your favor. And they're going to be having a pretty good amount of grenades there on the Vitality side. I think that's going to be very helpful. Not overly aggressive either. We're there with the MP9. Double setup, that should be really good.
It all depends on how Boomich and Guardian can work together to take control of this. They peak at the same time from different angles, but actually both the SMGs maintaining their attention in the proper direction. And no one from Vitality falls. A good initial defense, a good stand from the two SMGs, and Na'Vi's going to pick up the pace. They want to stop this rotation from coming in, but Guardian blind, can't land the shot. Assist towards Zaiwu with the flashbang. And now Na'Vi is forced away. Flanko has found himself into a very nice position. He will possibly be able to catch him enough the ramp. No one has spotted him just yet, but there is a maintains his secrecy right outside the vision.
Simple plan. Also electronic with the bomb. They're gonna find Flamey, so that's unfortunate. I mean, if he gets that kill, probably get the bomb plant down. I love that flashbang from Zaiwu being thrown from over at long. That was really well improvised.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Flemmy went for that play before his teammates were anywhere nearby. Alex should be able to get a double kill, or maybe a knife. Maybe make up for the last map, but fair play. Simple started the turnaround. Nice double kill. Throwing a flashbang. I don't know what's just yet. I'm still upset with Alex.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can force him into it.
I'm just a little. It's almost like Flammy when you're that close. This is such a small detail, right? The percentage of winning that round for Na'Vi is still minuscule, even if this play works out perfectly. But why not wait there until your teammates come into the bomb? Kind of presence, so monster. You know, take RPK's attention away from you for just a moment. Regardless, 2-0. As well, Na'Vi, where you talked about it a couple times. It was really cool to watch Boomich more than willing all on his own to kind of come out here towards Playground, towards Party, to start clearing bathrooms, force back any aggression, all on his own. And Na'Vi was able to just be so successful towards the B bomb site while he was doing that. And a number of times he even opened up the escape route towards the other side of the map. Na'Vi really how much research they've put into stopping those kinds of plays.
I feel like from what I've seen out of him so far is a lot of the time, normally if you are that sort of sole player playing on that side of the map, on the A side, let's say alone, there's a limit to how far you will go. It's Boomich is like, no, if I can go all the way to the A bomb side and fight, I'm gonna do that. That's fine by me, and it's kind of cool to see. So maybe we'll get to experience some of it once they pick up the rifles here. Oh, Boomich!
But that's what we're talking about. That's the kind of attempt we like to see.
Yeah, exactly what we like.
Yeah, there was someone in the crowd that liked it too.
We're gonna be, we're gonna give him.
Yeah, he left it all on the map, 110%. This fight's starting out strong in a way that you weren't able. Guardian has one as well. Guardian, Flamey, and Boomich in those 3 rounds, 0 kills between all 3, but still obviously very early, and that's a missed Molotov that might mess up the timing, or maybe it was perfect because they've actually double-nated Guardian down to 35.
He jumped right into that. That was actually, yeah, we need the aerial view of that one. Saibu could have easily been a kill Dan, taking down Boomich, but missed shot means now they're going to be feeling like somebody was sticking around. Flamey drops very low to some early fights over at Monster Tunnel. Oh, and the grenades, are they going to chase him down? No, they're a little bit far up. But this is still a very sort of cautious start from Na'Vi. They've already been tagged up 2 of their players and quite far back. They haven't really made much headway at all.
I like the aggression from Vitality with that damage onto Flamey as well. Makes me feel like they did put some research into this to be so convincingly aggressive after that one encounter, saying the research we put in shows that when Flamey's doing a play like this, maybe he's all alone here. They've gotten great control. Right information. They can mount a really strong defense on the other side of the map towards A.
Not been flashed and very fast to get the very narrow gap. It's going to be very hard if you're coming through on the other side to do anything there. 25 seconds and Shox will take down Guardian. Softened up from earlier and that headshot did it. Now Saibu, he legs simple already and he'll take him down easily with the pistol. And now time is running out and everything is gone quite badly wrong for Na'Vi in this round. Boomich will be found, and Flamey just wants to save this AWP with 6 health left. And, they have some money to hunt if they really want to. But,
I think they're going to be fine with it. No
hard
reason
map to find.
Yeah, well, especially because, yeah, you're right. And then they're all still so far away, and just, be content with that. Let them have the AWP. It's like almost that concept. Oddly enough, another Swedish team kind of came out with, I believe that was Malmo, was, if they're going to save one weapon, let them force fire around it. We'll gladly take, an AWP and 4 pistols rather than, 3 AK-47s and an AWP.
Yeah, I believe that was Swedish Counter-Strike legend Threat.
Yeah, Threat.
It's kind of a clever observation, isn't it? Because of behind it, and then they tricked themselves into doing it again. In the past, Na'Vi haven't really needed any tricking to go for force buys. They've really do that, but so far it's a timeout that they've called, and now they're back into it. And yeah, they're going to be going more or less all in here. As well, yeah. So I feel like this is something that Na'Vi would have probably done almost no matter what. They've saved a little bit, but not much.
Boomich going to get through the Molotov as well. There's the nade, and he obviously hesitated and did well to avoid that. Knew it was coming from the previous round. Everyone else towards this B bomb site, but look at the crunch that Vitality has on it. 3 defenders here, 1 in the danger stairs, and 1 very, very close, halfway up bathroom. So they're ready to slam dunk over towards this B bomb site as soon as Na'Vi make their presence known, as soon as they commit. Vitality's going to collapse.
Shox is so alone here. I mean, he's got some cover from but Shox is going to be quicker and he'll take him down. And that's huge. Now that B push is going to be very weird until you clear out Shox, and he's even so clever right now. This is all the experience showing. He knows that as long as he's alive, they can't do anything down on that B bomb side, so he's trying to make himself very hard to find. Electronic, oh, he's going to be successful. Simple Shox coming down, but that's so much time wasted. And there's still 4 versus 3.
Time wasted, and also Guardian's life wasted. In the meantime, while they're hunting down Shox, they lose 1 more. and they still haven't made any moves towards one of the bomb sites. They gain nothing for the loss of life and hunting down shots. Still far away. Now you have 2 players rotated over, including Zaiwu with that AWP. Alex just hiding behind the truck. And there's not enough utility to neutralize this. They're going to have to just cross their fingers. Hope Zaiwu misses some shots, and not that time. Takes off the head of Boomich.
Look at the live. Your plan is hoping that Zaiwu doesn't hit the shots. That's. I'm not on board with that. I think that is not a plan in any way whatsoever. We can maybe close out one more kill. Vitality off to a fantastic start here on Overpass. 5-0 in their first. Really quickly making up for all the bad luck and all the terrible stuff that was happening on Nuke. I think the only way they could have won that round, Navi, I noticed at the end, Vitality had no smoke, so if the bomb had gone down toward bathrooms, that's one of those you can get into like a long, weird fight. That's all I could think of.
Yeah, it's, I mean, even doing that, you would just lose so many players trying to get that bomb planted because you yourself had no utility. Regardless, here we are, 0-5, Mac 10 on Flamey. The stars of that first map, he was incredible, especially in the first half, and he's got 0 kills so far here on Overpass. Zaiwu's going to get himself out very quickly and efficiently, and actually finds a kill. That is a beautiful sequence. I think even Guardian was a little bit shocked by it. Yes,
Count the times that I actually have. That position, by the way, on the flower better there is himself, so he'll know it well enough. Shocked. Did he know? Ooh, the flashbang in. Stipple is gone, and that's a good return from Boomich at the very least, but still. Navi, a man down, and not that much utility still.
I think they're going to be fine with it. Vitality with this push. Apex is coming from behind. Flamey is going to have no idea what hit him. Navi's all rotating back to this bomb site, and they're going to be here. You're going to get here, and his teammate's going to be dead, and they're going to be wondering, what do we do now? And how tense is this? I don't even think he realizes yet. Flamey has not taken a step back. He's just barely out of his vision. This can be so awkward. And now this gets sketchy. This can go so many different ways.
I mean, if Flamey never backs up, maybe, but yeah, Apex sees them. If he makes noise running, he's still going to be walking. This is so weird. Maybe he should have been dead a full minute ago. And now instead, is he going to catch him? He takes Alex down, but there's only 7 seconds. Surely, there is no way they're going to be shutting it down. A good double kill for Zaiwu. And Vitality will win 6-0 early on here. This is Zaiwu's got on Apex 7-0. And even the rest of the team is playing very well at the moment.
That felt like a whole Doctor Strange situation with Apex. That we have, and only one of them would actually work for Navi. In fact, that Flamey and him just kind of, dodge each other just barely out of their vision. Apex could have won if he pushed up behind Flamey, could have won if he stayed and helped his teammate at stairs, could have won flanking through Monster like he did. It was just all the options available, and now look at the nade, the utility barrage. Navi's going to want a timeout, certainly after this round.
It looked like Apex thought Alex was shooting at him then.
Yeah, I was going to say, it did. He's like, why are you shooting at me, bro?
Friendly fire, but he was actually saving him, so. And Guardian must be getting tired of running into grenades. A couple of rounds now. He's got no kills, along with... No, actually, he's getting one up. Flamer's picked up a kill in the meantime, but it's 2 on electronic boom, which is simple, so...
Yeah, just not enough offense, not enough kills. And remember, that can change in a heartbeat. This half is still salvageable as well. Boomich coming up along the walls. Taken away, but he's got an electronic and he transfers over just fine. Flamey, another headshot on the board, but Shox is here to put this down. 7-0 for Vitality.
Someone's been studying.
Yeah, down beneath it, dude.
Yeah, right. Fair enough. 7-0. This kind of a beginning is, I don't know. We're watching some kind of weird mirror of what's happening on you. Boomich running into more grenades.
They need to just avoid.
Efficient.
Yeah, just avoid that area for the first 10 to 15 seconds. They've been hit and chipped down by those nades so frequently. It's Boomich and Guardian here. Blue, oh, he's been spotted. He didn't realize it. No appearance of Boomich on his screen, and a follow-up from Guardian. And that's what I'm talking about. It can change so quickly. Nice openings provided
Area clear.
by Boomich and Guardian. And now Navi can slow this down. They can wait for the response.
Bomb carrier spotted.
RPK. He looks like he's in position for a pop flash when he hears any
Stay
kind
sharp.
of information.
Still one left. Let's go, let's
They almost
go.
have to do that. Like, what else can my
Nice
you
work,
do? And
people.
has a
Smoke 'em if you
disgusting
got 'em.
follow-up. Taking down Apex. So much better in this round. And I think you're right, it's not too late. They can still turn this half into a pretty good first half, and Vitality probably need to take a round like this to just remind themselves of that fact, to just sort of remember